I guess our journey in a way for adoption started while we were dating. Jen's appendix ruptured, and at the time, we just figured her appendix had ruptured, and it wasn't a big deal. And we got married a little less than a year later, and it's funny because my grandmother is the only one that said anything. My grandmother kept, saying something to me about, well, is Jen gonna be able to have children? Because she had heard that when people's appendix rupture, that it had women have a hard time conceiving after having their appendix rupture, and we just didn't think much of it. So we tried for about a year, and thought something must be up when we couldn't, obviously conceive after a year. So we went to a fertility doctor. He just kind of made it sound like we were gonna have no issues. As a matter of fact, it was almost like we were gonna have. He's almost guaranteeing multiples. So with our ages. For as healthy as we were, everything else, it was, this is guaranteed to go. I think he used everything but the word guarantee. And it wasn't a matter of if we got pregnant that way, but how many. So we tried the first time, and I remember this day walking around the mall afterwards and getting a call that she wasn't pregnant. And we had done the home pregnancy test, so we kind of knew that, we had that in the back of our mind. But because the failure was never an option, and part of that's on us, and then also on the doctor not really explaining that it could not happen. Everything was it's going to happen. So we waited 2 months and decided to try again because we still had some embryos
frozen
left.
Embryos.
Yeah, and we tried again, and at this time at least we had we were cautiously optimistic the next time because of what had happened. And we tried again, and it didn't work again.
I felt guilty that he married me and I couldn't give him any children. And he was just so gracious, and he loved me anyways, and stuck by me and said, I don't care. You're all that I want, and if God wants us to have children, then He'll give us children. When we found out that we couldn't have children, it hurt, and we struggled with it, and because we did want lots of kids, and there were all kinds of people getting pregnant that didn't even want to get pregnant, didn't even want children, and so it hurt that they were just getting pregnant, and it kind of felt like God was punishing us for whatever reason. And so for years, we knew it was going to happen for us. God had it on our hearts that we were going to have a family, and it's just amazing the path that he led us through. Hi, I'm Jen. This is my husband Jared, Alyssa, Addison, and Joshua, and this is our story. I prayed a lot. I prayed all the time for children, and I think that's what I prayed for every day, and it might sound selfish, but I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for God to give me children, and He did, and He, helped me out along the way. He kept pushing me, and He gave me the courage and strength to, take our next steps to find a way to build our family. And I just knew all along, I just didn't know that this was the path that we were going to take. Well, when Journey offered to help us financially through the Hope Now Adoption Fund, it was with our second adoption, and with Addison. So she was the first Hope Now baby is what we would call her. And we had so much support from Journey already, just through the love and just support of adoption in general, that even with the financial support was just over the top for us. I don't think we would have the family today without Journey. I think God led us down the road right where He wanted us to be, and without the support of the members of Journey, our friends, the staff, just everyone there, it just couldn't have happened in a better way, and I wouldn't change anything for the world.